On this episode of Big Build Hot Rods, we're gonna, and I'm gonna make sure if this video is an hour long, we're going to put this motor in this frame this time. But right now, while we're waiting on the snow to melt on off, I got most of it cleaned off. We're gonna take this rear part right there, that rear. That's the center section I'm gonna use in the chassis. I believe it's a 308 gear. I haven't never counted it. I'm just kind of thinking that because I had it in my other truck at one time. But it should be a 31 spline 9-inch, which is what I need for my axles. And I do have a mini spool I could put in that thing, but I think I'm just going to leave it open in. I don't see no reason to put it in there in this car. I may regret that because, you know, everybody wants to do two-wheel burnouts, but we'll see. Maybe I'll get my other spool out and put it in there because I have an extra mini spool, so we'll see. But that's where we're going to be in this video. So without holding y'all up any longer, let's get to it. A little loud in here with that fan, but I got to have heat, guys. Maybe I have to get my microphone. I think it grabs that out. Let me do that. I forgot I had wheel adapters on this rear because I was running car wheels on my truck, which that's what it is now. Well, really, the front still has car adapters on that truck, so I do the Crown Vic deal on it, which I have. I just I don't know when that project will be around. Next year maybe. Used to hear a lot of bad things about these wheel adapters, but I've ran a lot of them now and I've had no trouble out of them. None at all. I've even ran them on a 1-ton before to do different, actually it wasn't for a different wheel pattern, it was to space the wheels out off the springs. I put dually wheels on it and it was a single wheel truck. So yeah, people can say what they want, but I've had no trouble out of them. None whatsoever. One side of the wheel spacer off. A lot of spider web. Good thing I don't mind spiders. One crawling on the floor there. Must have vibrated him off. I think it'd be a little cold for spiders, but guess not. I guess they live all year too. microphone. Yeah, this goes from 5.5 pattern to 5 by 5.5 to 5 by 4.5. Truck to car. And you never know what I'm getting into, so I try to keep these things. Next time I might not have to buy them. I got a drawer full. Alright, so now I'm gonna get ready to knock these hubs off and pull the axle bolts out so I can slide these axles out. I had these brakes off, but man, it's been a couple years, so Lord knows what I'm getting into. But let me get set up and I'll be back. Alright, let's try this. See how bad they're going to be. No money roll. Oh, I started doing that. Oh, it's coming. Go get a couple of screwdrivers. Pulling brake pad and all on that one. Got that one. See how bad this other one is. I'm almost warm in here today. It is 41 out. Well, it's only like 46 or 7 in here, but guess I'm moving a little more. There that one is. Alrighty. I repositioned the pinion so I could actually turn it. And took the jack out from under it, put a jack stand there. Because I got to rotate this axle to get these 4 bolts out. I get this pry bar because I'm probably going to need it to twist it. Am I in y'all's way? Why, yes I am. Alrighty. So,
This here prop bar. Twist this thing around where I can get to it. If I could see, I'd be doing something. Didn't like that, did it? There it went. Get on the next one. A little rusty. This 3/8 one may not have enough. Nope. I got something to solve that though. What do we got in the way? Oh, looks like the spreader bar is a little bit in the way. Probably the way this thing's all kicked. That'll do it. Oh, Amazon lights. Okay, all of them are out. See how hard it's going to be to pull this axle now. I'm sure it ain't going to be that easy. Let me get my hammer. I have used a chain on them before. Kind of jerk the chain, it comes right out. First, let me see if I can get in behind this plate. Of course, it might be easier to. Yeah, that comes right open. Pop these shoes off here. Just get them out of the way. And that pad's separating. Figured it just break. Adjusters out of there. If I can just pop that loose, I don't have. Well, that popped loose. There we go. Hit me right in the junk. Good thing it was a little spring. I mean, had a little target too. She's stuck. Alright, let me come back after I figure out how I'm gonna get this out. Alright, I got the axles out. They were spurred to the backing plates, and I had to cut the brake lines to get that to separate and beat on it for a while, but we got it. So now we can go to taking this out. We'll get all these, the top two you got to get with a wrench, I believe. Yep. So now that I beat and banged and beat myself to death here for half hour beating on this, you guys can be here with me through this mess. See if we can't struggle with this too. Seems like the way it goes. Probably should get a pan. I'll wait till it leaks, you know. I ordered these detent rings for this impact. They ain't in yet though. Socket always falls off of it. Just let them fall. I'll kick them around the shop later. Let them fall. I'm trying to put on something that ain't a nut there. Probably should get my glasses on. Probably be a good idea. Too cool for them, man. Yeah. See what I mean about that socket? Or the extension on this impact? Nothing wants to stay. Wonder if I can roll this thing up right. Oh yeah, only one left. Other than the two that I got to get out by hand. There it goes. That's 6. 7. 8. 9, 10. Yeah, that's how many there is. 10. So let me get a wrench and I'll be right back. Alright. Got them last 2 bolts out. See the little stuck. Let me get the bigger hammer. Big hammer. Well, if I could hold on to it. Told you I ain't got a hammer hand no more. There, we're getting some oil out. Oh, that's the hillbilly term for oil. See if I can flop this thing out on my feet, huh? I think we got her broke loose good. Well, guess I should take that last nut off of there, huh? That might be holding her hair. Just a hair. How good can y'all see this? Am I in your way? You guys gotta tell me if I'm in your way now. I wonder how bad this rear is. Let's let her drain. Little washers, them little copper washers, they'll hold her on there sometimes. You wouldn't think it would, but they darn sure will. Alright. See how bad this rear really is. I think I got it now. Maybe not. I'm gonna end up flipping it over is what I'm gonna do. There's my son now. Hear him coming in that Big Mac. New Dodge it gears itself down. It's so wild. Maybe I'll use his hands to lift this thing out. Oh, young man. Yep, I think that's what I'm gonna do. Alright, I got this thing out of here. What we're gonna do now is mark these gears and see if we can't check to see what the ratio is. You're not gonna be able to see this, so just bear with me a second here. I'll mark it and then I'll get you back up here where you can see. Alright, see the blue mark, so what we're going to do is turn that thing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 teeth on the pinion. So you count them, let's write that down. 15. Now we're going to do this here on the ring gear. So let me back up so you can see that. Alright, you see the blue mark right there. So we're going to count the blue one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44. So we got 15 divided by 44. So almost goes 3 times. So we know that we're just under 300 gears. So let's see exactly what that is. So you got, yeah, you got just one shy of that, so it's like a 390 gear out there, or 290 gear. Let me just check. I'll be right back. My brain ain't working to do it in my head. I'll do it on the calculator and I'll tell you. Yeah, so it's a 293 gear is what it is. It's It's a highway machine. This thing probably run 150 mile an hour if you could hold it in the road. So it'll definitely be a way better cruiser rear than that 486 gear that was in it. And I think I'm just gonna leave this thing open end. It's like got no slop in it. It's tight as can be. You can see the gear moving at the same time. There's no in play in the pinion or nothing. It seems to be tight. So I don't see no sense in even messing with it. We're just gonna put it in. We're gonna put it in is what we're gonna do. Clean it up and put it in. So that's what we got, and I'll show you when we get a little closer to stabbing this thing in the rear. Alright, I got this center section in, bolted up. Look at the red goob. That's my gasket, y'all. I tell you the truth, I'd rather use that than the gaskets on them. I've never had any issue with it, but maybe I'll spray a little paint over that so you don't see the red, but I'm not really worried about it. So now I'm getting ready to stab these axles back in, figure out my disc brake brackets, because I don't really remember how they was. Guess I'm getting ready to find out now. Get these axles and brakes all back together, and maybe we can get this thing back down on the ground the way it belongs. So we'll see. It's been chilly here today. I've been struggling trying to keep the heat going in here. And it ain't even got to 40 degrees in here yet. But guess that's what you got to deal with when you live in Maryland. It could be worse. I could be in Canada or Alaska or somewhere like that. No, I wouldn't either, because I'd move. I don't like the cold. It's too cold for me right now. But yep, I'll be back. I'll get this all set up. I'll be back with you guys when I get going on here. Well, we've run into a problem here. I didn't even check. I was assuming that rear was out of the it was a 78 Ford it came out of. I was assuming it was the original rear, which would have been 31 spline. But nope, it's a 28 spline center chunk, and the axles will not go in that. So I pulled the axle out off the rear we took the center chunk out of and counted them. Put a mark on it there and counted. They're 28 spline. So either I got to change axles, or I got to find a different center section. I'd rather just get a different center section, but because these axles are Curry axles in this, they're little, they're decent axles. But that just sucks. Man, oh man. Yep. Good thing I didn't put that. Well, I would have knew if I would have tried to put that mini spool in. Well, they will bolt in, but the difference is the diameter. Well, I mean the spline, of course, but the diameter of the axle won't even let it slip through. That's how far you are from slipping in. You're like 6 inches away. It won't even slip through the outer bearing because the 28 spline bearings are smaller. So until I figure that out, I guess we're done with the rear end for now, because I got to figure out what I'm going to do, because the axles are definitely too long that came out of that other rear, so that ain't going to work. So I'm going to have to find a 31 spline center section with some highway gears or something and go from there. Yay me. Okay, so after the other day's debacle of said 28 spline center section in a 31 spline setup, I scored this for free. A guy off of Facebook hooked me up with this. He used the housing out of it and didn't need the center chunk. So this is a 300 ring gear. I already counted it up. It had I think it was 39 to 13 gears. I counted them and wrote it down here. But now I'm going to clean this one up, paint it. It seems good. It don't have no crazy slop or nothing in it. It'll be fine for what I'm using. Bearings look alright in it. So yeah, I'm going to clean this up, paint it up, and then go to removing this one that I already got in and have to clean the gasket surface all back up. And then I'll jam that one in it. And we will see. Hopefully it's supposed to be in the 40s here tomorrow. So I'm hoping to get that motor in here tomorrow. And then we can, once I get this rear done, we'll get this motor set in and see what we got to do to make that. So I'll be back when I get this cleaned up. I don't think you guys need to see me wire wheeling and degreasing a center section. So be back in a bit. Alright, got this cleaned up, got some paint on it, letting it dry up a little bit here. So I got the other one out and some Permatex that's cleaned up, and got some Permatex, whatever, hot temp Permatex, but it'll work on that. Give it a couple minutes to set up a little bit while this tacks up. And then I'm probably just going to jam it in with a little bit of wetness, because it's ready. And I'm ready to get this rear back together, because I'm ready to move on to this motor. I'm kind of interested in getting this thing done. I got a couple other little projects to do, and it's already mid-January, and I'm still playing with this thing. So that's where we're at, and I'm gonna get ready and jam this in, and I'll be back with you when I get a little further. Alright, got that center section in and bolted up, tightened up. Got the axle slid in it. It is a 31. I checked before I put this together, but yeah. You can see there, turning that, it's turning. Now, to figure out all these brackets, I might have to go back and watch a video, because these brackets that's the axle retainer. This plate was on here, I believe, and then we have this plate. I'm assuming it looks like it was right up against that, but it don't. Maybe the retainer was on first. I don't know. No, because it don't come off. I think it was like this. I think it went like that. No, because that don't go back that far. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to go back and look and see which way these went, because I can't remember. And of course, when I bought it, it didn't have no instructions anyway, because you know, Speedway, that's how they are. But I literally just took this apart, you know, whatever, a month ago, something like that. So let me look and see if I can figure it out on the video. I'll be back. Alright, got these brakes on this side done, figured out the brackets. It's got the spacer plate that acts as a backing plate, the bracket that holds the axle in, then the spacers, and then this actual caliper bracket, and then the caliper bolts to it. So it took me a little bit to figure it out. And really, I had an extra plate on the other one that I didn't even need the last time. The actual retainer for the axle, it doesn't need it when it has this kit on it. I actually watched the video from Speedway, and it showed me. I actually had this You can see it on this side. I haven't done it yet. It had this actual axle retainer plate, and you don't need it. So I actually just cut that one off. That's what I did. I took a cut wheel and just cut it off because I didn't need it. You could use it. It can be there, but there's no need for it because that takes the that speedway when it actually takes the place of it. So now I got this one done. I'm gonna go ahead and get that one done, and then all this is done until I get this motor in. So that's the plan today. When my kid gets home from work, he's actually working day shift this week. We're gonna try to get that motor in here and get her stabbed down in here. So until then, I'll be finishing them brakes, and then I'll be back with you guys. Alright, I got both sides done. All back on. Got the adapter plates, or actually wheel spacers, bolted on. Started checking for leaks on these tires and see where the bubbles are. See where the bubbles are. The cracks and around the bead on this one. But the cracks here and there. And this one all the way down. Yeah. Guess old dry rot cracks are getting me. I mean, they was free. But man, it's a shame. Look at the treads left on them. I'm gonna run them. I'm gonna run them for a while. I'll just keep pumping them up. It is what it is. I don't drive this car that much anyway. So we will see how long they last, or this car have a new home before then, one or the other. But yeah, that's where we are. Now I'm gonna bolt these wheels on, but other than that, we're pretty much done here until we get that motor in. So I'll be back with you when I get her in. All right, we got this motor in here. Got it hanging over top. Couldn't video getting it in here. It was just me and my son, and that was an ordeal on its own. Through the ice, kind of pushed the cherry picker here in with the plow on the truck, but we got it in. Now, that's roughly about where it's going to sit. I mean, not that high, but, and you see where my motor mount for the 460 was. It's going to have to go up to here, and I don't think we're going to have that cross tube because it's in the way. So I think what I'm going to do is cut this back off here and here, right on both sides of that, on each side. Just take it off of there and maybe just use this part, weld it to the frame. The drive shaft is going to be close to the same. I'm going to try to cheat it ahead as far as I can. I would like to keep the mechanical fan this time, but I don't have to. So, I mean, that's going to give me another, good 4 inches, I'd say, if I take that off. Because I do have an electric fan on my radiator already. So, that radiator's 4 inches thick probably, so it comes back to about here, which you see there. There's probably room for the fan if I don't move it. So I think what I'm going to do is kind of let this down a little, see if I can just get it past the oil pan there, and get me some measurements on where I want this thing and how low I want it, and see if I can get ready to start making this thing fit. Of course, I'm going to clean this thing up a little bit and give it an old spray can rebuild, as Vice Grip says. But yeah, it's setting in there. She's dirty. Look, oil pan's even Ford blue. I'm sure that's Cadillac blue, but it sounds good. I don't even know what color the Cadillacs was back in the early 70s. the murders. I don't know. I have to look that up. Maybe I'll paint it that color. But yeah, I'm gonna see what I can do, and I'll be back with you here in a few. Okay, got it just about where it needs to go. I'm pretty close. I cut the old cross member out. It's just here, right here. You can see there where it was. I measured and measured and measured. I'm pretty close. The thing about this is this rear, the center of this rear actually sets to the left about 2.5 inches in the frame rail. I think I need to move it over just a little more, the transmission. See the angle there. So I might have to make this thing set to that side just a little. But it's pretty close, man. And actually the drop shaft might even be a hair longer this time. Well, depends. Might push her back a little bit so I can run the mechanical fan. Because as of right there, I mean, that's 5 inches. Might have enough for the radiator shell. We'll see. Hopefully. I might go back just a little bit. Maybe I can just reuse the same drop shaft, just change the yoke. But here you can see from the front, she's a hair to the left already. Well, looking at it from the front, hair to the left. But it's going to work for sure. I lost one motor mount. This motor mount has disappeared. And I don't know where it is. So I ordered one. Yep, I only ordered one, not two. It's going to clear my brake master cylinder. The shifter linkage is still there where it's accessible. Yeah. Anybody know what color the Cadillac Murders was? Comment. Let me know. I'm pretty sure this was out of a 70 Cadillac DeVille, I think, maybe. But yeah, if anyone knows, let me know. I think I might paint this back to the original Cadillac color. Of course, after a whole bunch of scraping and cleaning and blowing and crying and, you know, everything I can do. At least one thing about a Cadillac murder is they got it right and put the distributor in the front. Some darn Chevrolet guys, for a short guy, you can't reach it in the back. Of course, on this car, you would be able to. But, yeah, that's what I say all the time. But a lot of my friends and cousins, they're all Chevy guys, and that's what I tell them. Anybody that put a distributor in the back needed their head examined. But really, everything old is cool, man. I ain't hating on none of them. I was just born and bred a Ford man, but here I am putting a GM in a Studebaker. But yeah, I don't know how much more I'm going to get done because I'm kind of waiting on a motor mount so I can finish centering this thing. I might try to do something with the transmission mount while I'm waiting, but I'm kind of afraid to get ahead of myself there. So, this might be the end of this video. I know I said I was going to get the motor in, and technically it is in. They're telling me today's, I think, the 24th, I think, of January, and they're telling me the 1st before I get this motor mount. I ordered it, but it's, you know, I don't know, it's probably coming from China, direct out of the damn little iFactory. Oh, I'm gonna get some hate for that, I'm sure. Anyway, so yeah, I think that's gonna be the end of this video. We'll be back making mounts next time, and then once we get the mounts made and the motor painted up, it's time to put the body back on this thing. I am going to do some things to that too. So I got some different things I want to do. I'm going to redo the firewall. clean it up, make it a little nicer. Of course, the whole floorboard's going to be changed, and because the frame change and the seats placement. But yep, so that's where we're at. Don't forget, like, share, subscribe. Man, I'm getting 75 to 100 views, and I know you guys are the ones viewing, so it don't do no good to tell you, but tell some friends, man. Tell them to view these things, watch them. I mean, I can't be that bad. If so, tell me I am that bad and let me know what I can do better, because I'm learning as I go. I mean, I'm just old dumb hillbilly anyway, so. But, alrighty, we'll catch you on the flip side.